explodes with power. It's not just words on a page, it's a declaration of God's unmatched greatness. The psalm paints a vivid picture of His majesty, calling us to stand in awe of His presence. Picture this: God, our mighty God, appears. He doesn't come quietly or subtly. His arrival is like a blazing light breaking through the darkest storm, a moment that demands attention and reverence. He's not hiding. He's roaring like thunder from Mount Zion, radiant and glorious. His voice echoes across the heavens, a reminder of His power and authority over all creation. It's a breathtaking picture of God's authority. The mountains bow before Him, the skies proclaim His glory, and the earth trembles at His presence. Every element of nature testifies to His greatness. He's not some distant figure, He's here, intimately involved in our world. He's not just watching from afar, He's actively shaping, guiding, and sustaining everything around us. He's calling us to attention, ready to speak to our hearts. His voice isn't just loud, it's personal. It reaches into the depths of our souls, inviting us to draw closer to Him. This majestic entrance reminds us, God is awesome. He's in control. In a world that often feels chaotic, His presence is a steady reminder that He holds everything in His hands. This isn't a passive God. He's active, powerful, and present in our lives. His power is not just for display, it's a force that works for our good, shaping our lives and the world around us. This knowledge should empower us, knowing we serve a mighty God who deeply cares for us. His majesty isn't just something to admire, it's a source of strength, hope, and inspiration for all who trust in Him. Psalm 50 challenges us on worship. God doesn't want empty rituals, He desires a genuine and heartfelt connection. God isn't fooled by outward actions, He sees and knows our hearts. True worship comes from a place of love, gratitude, and complete surrender to Him. Think about it, are we just going through the motions of worship, or are we truly engaged in worship with our whole being? Are our hearts overflowing with thankfulness for His goodness? True worship transforms us deeply. It's about living our lives in a way that honors and glorifies Him, reflecting His love and grace in all we do and say. Psalm 50 isn't just about praise, it's about justice. It reminds us that God is not only a loving Father, but also a righteous judge. His justice is perfect, untainted by bias or error. This psalm calls us to reflect on our actions and align them with His divine standards. God is a righteous judge. He sees everything, even the intentions of our hearts, and He will make things right. His justice is not about punishment alone, but about restoration and setting things in order. It's a justice that brings hope to the oppressed and accountability to the oppressors. This isn't about making us fearful. It's about trusting His perfect justice and living a life that reflects His righteousness. When we understand His justice, we find peace, knowing that every wrong will be addressed in His time. It's an invitation to live in harmony with His will. We can't outrun God's justice or hide our actions. Every deed, whether done in the light or in the shadows, is seen by Him. This truth should inspire us to live transparently, knowing that our lives are an open book before Him. This should motivate us to live with integrity, honesty, and compassion. When we act with these values, we mirror God's character and contribute to a world that reflects His kingdom. Our actions, no matter how small, can make a difference. We must stand up for what's right, just as God does. Standing for justice means being a voice for the voiceless and a light in the darkness. It's about taking action, even when it's uncomfortable, and trusting that God is with us in the fight for what's good and true. Remember, God's justice is always tempered with mercy. His mercy reminds us that while He is just, He is also compassionate and forgiving. This balance is a model for us to follow in our own lives. He desires our best and wants us to live uprightly. When we embrace His righteousness, we find joy, purpose, and a deeper connection to Him. Let us strive to live in a way that honors His justice and reflects His love to the world. Living Psalm 50 echoes in our everyday. These words are not just ancient poetry, they are a call to action, a guide for how we can live each day with purpose and meaning. How do we apply these powerful truths? It's simple. We start by grounding ourselves in His Word, letting it shape our thoughts, our actions, and our hearts. Let's live with a constant awareness of God's presence. Whether in the stillness of nature or the busyness of life, His presence is always with us, guiding and comforting. Let's approach Him with sincere hearts, overflowing with gratitude for His blessings. Gratitude transforms our perspective, helping us see His hand in every detail of our lives. Every moment becomes an act of worship. From the way we love our families to the way we serve others, worship is woven into the fabric of our daily lives. Let's champion righteousness in our homes, workplaces, and communities. By standing for what is right, we reflect His justice and mercy to the world around us. Let's be kind, compassionate, and just in our dealings with others. Small acts of kindness can create ripples of change, touching lives in ways we may never fully see. And when we make mistakes, let's not hide. Instead, let's take time to reflect, to learn, and to grow from our shortcomings. Let's confess, seek His forgiveness, and strive to do better. His grace is abundant, and His love is unending, always calling us back to Him. This is how we echo the heart of Psalm 50. By living intentionally, with faith, love, and humility, we bring its message to life in our everyday moments. A legacy of gratitude, trusting in His goodness. Psalm 50 ends with a powerful promise. Those who offer thanksgiving as their sacrifice honor God. They experience His salvation. Let's choose gratitude daily. Let's focus on God's goodness in our lives. When we trust in God's plan, we find true peace and joy. This trust empowers us to face challenges with courage, knowing God is for us. Let's build a legacy of gratitude, obedience, and unwavering faith in our amazing